friends! I'm here in my backyard and I'm listening to the sound of some of the manu that live up here. And out of all the oviparous animals, I like to pay special attention to the birds because the birds, the manu, they help to aloha the aina. They aloha aina. It sounds kind of silly, but when a bird poops in the ground, it helps to give the soil nutrients. And if the soil has nutrients, it can help plants to grow. And because birds eat, they eat insects and they eat some fruits and they also eat seeds and nuts. And sometimes those seeds come out of their poop, but when they go into the ground, they grow to be plants. So when you show aloha to a bird or a manu, you're also showing aloha to the aina. So I'm going to show you one way that we can show aloha to the manu so that we can show aloha to our aina. Hi guys, so one way we can show aloha to the manu is to feed them. So I'm going to show you how you can make a bird feeder using some items that you may already have at home. The item that I'm going to use today is going to be a cardboard egg carton, some string, and then I have some, these are chopsticks, but if you have any kind of sticks, you could even go looking around outside for sticks, or if you have I have scissors. Definitely going to need a scissors, and I have a hole puncher. You don't need one, but it's helpful. And so for this project to make a bird feeder, you are going to need your help from your adult. So make sure you ask your mom or dad or adult when is going to be a good time to make it so that you guys can do it together. So I'm starting my bird feeder by punching a hole on each end of the carton. You can use the scissors for this. I just had a hole puncher on hand and it was a heart hole puncher. So I just used that. For this part, this is where adult supervision or adult help will be needed. I'm just cutting a hole through and through to the tops of 2 rows, and the holes will be where the chopsticks will go through, or your stick or wooden dowel. And the purpose of the stick is to give the birds a place to perch, to land on. If you are using an egg carton for your bird feeder though, they'll have enough room to perch on that and to feed while standing in the carton. So I'm finishing my last row of holes. As you can see, I did both ends of each little hill there. And what I'm doing next is I am threading my string through one end, and I am supposed to thread it through the other end, but I forgot to do that, and I ended up doing it after I took this video. Right now I'm measuring to see how long I want it. I'm going to cut it and tie it, and later I will show you guys other things you can make your bird feeders out of too. So now that we have our bird feeder, me and Danny Joe, who just got up from a nap, are going to show you some things that you can put inside your bird feeder that you might already have at home. You don't have to go out to the store and buy a bag of bird seeds. These are things that would already probably be in your house, so you don't need to, you can recycle it. Right now it's a really good time to make bird feeders because birds usually eat fruits and vegetables, seeds and nuts and grains and insects, but those foods are more available during fall season and late summer, which is kind of around the time you guys started school this year, in the beginning of this year, when you guys had your first day of school. That's around the time where there was lots and lots of food for the bird. But now the season is late spring and kind of going into summer, and there's not as much food for them. So we're gonna show them aloha by making a bird feeder and giving them some yummy food.
I tried it.
You did. So we used our leftover breakfast as food for the bird feeders, which was toast. But if you don't have toast, you can use any kind of bread or stale bread, bagels, you can use English muffins, any kind of bread. And then we also had Spam. Birds get their protein from eating insects, but they'll occasionally eat little pieces of meat too. Next is interesting. We also had eggs, so I'm breaking that up. Eggs also provide birds with a lot of nutrients, and I'm breaking up the egg as best as I can. Be sure to break up your food in little pieces for the birds. Rice, I always have little pieces of leftover rice around my house. Birds love it. Rice or even cooked pasta works well. And interestingly, birds will also eat little pieces of eggshells. It helps them to digest the food in their stomach. It helps them to mix it up and break it down. And then some things we just had on hand that birds eat are some oats. So I'm about to pour some. Oh wait, apples. Oh yeah, we had apples and peanut butter for snack. So apples or any kind of fruit or vegetable is good. Peanut butter we use, but if you have nuts or even like trail mix, raisins, just make sure it's not covered in anything super sugary or chocolatey. And then oats. And if you don't have oats, you can use cereal, maybe more like Cheerios though. Nothing too sugary for the birds. Now that we made our bird feeders and put some food in it to feed the birds, we're gonna go look outside for a place to hang it nice and high so that only the birds will be able to get it. We don't want no cats or dogs or pests or bugs or anything to eat it. We want to feed the manu. So I'm going to upload some pictures for you guys of other household materials you can use to make a bird feeder, and also list other foods you can use to put inside your bird feeder other than the ones that was shown today. And if you make a bird feeder, please share a picture or a video. We would love, love, love to see it. Bye friends.